Hello my friends, welcome back to another video. I have just set up this brand new all blacked out Supreme cruiser board, and to celebrate it we're going to do a little bit of an old school video today. 5 flip tricks you can do without even popping. Starting us off for this video is going to be the Varial Underflip. Now this does have a freestyle name as well, but I forget what it's called in freestyle, so if you know, let me know in the comments. Basically, it looks a little something like this. And that looks a little something like this. A little bit of an adjustment there, but you get the idea. I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on each, and then we're going to move on to the next trick. For this one, actually way easier than it looks. So the way that you're going to do this one is you're going to have one foot, your front foot, on the side of the board like this, just so you can get it out of the way nice and easy. The back foot, you're going to have your heel on the board, but the side of your foot is going to be what's used to pull it over. And as you can see, you get the foot hooked underneath by putting weight onto this side, and you lift it up, and it does that. But as you're moving, if you're going forward, what you do is you lift it. It's very hard to do standing still. What you do is you hook the toe under, and as you go forward, you pull it, and it flips just like that. Watch the slow-mos on screen right now very carefully, and as you can see, if you're riding forward, hook that back foot under, flip, and you should get it like that. This one is actually, like I said, way easier than it looks, but it's going to take you a little bit of practice nonetheless. If you want a build-up trick to get used to it first, just try the old school flip, which is basically the standing still version, where you just go and do it like that. It's super easy. Actually a lot easier than a normal kickflip. Again, same strategy, hook that foot over, but when you're standing still, it just flips straight and jump to the side like this, and you should get on that one quite easily. And that is another trick you can get without too much stress, just an old school kickflip. But when you're moving, like I said, you get the momentum of it going forward, and it should look like this. Just like that. On to the next trick. So the next one is the Kangaroo flip, and this is definitely a more freestyle trick, which actually is, to be honest, the theme of most of these tricks. And this one, you've probably never heard of it, Kangaroo flip, and it's actually a little bit scarier than it is difficult. So for example, first things first, you're going to flip your board on the back side. By the way, if you like the all blacked out setup, let me know. For this one, and yes, this does seem a bit scary and a bit difficult, but honestly, if you just commit to it, you'll be totally fine. What you're going to do is you're going to put both hands on the front 2 wheels, both feet on the back 2 wheels, and then you're going to lean all your weight back, and as you get to the top, you're going to throw the board underneath you and land back on top of it. Very rare to see people do this trick because, like I said, it's a little bit scary and feels a lot harder than it is, but if you just lean back with confidence, I'll tell you what, doing it on a normal shape board will make it much easier, because I've just noticed this one has got a pointed tail, which is why it keeps going off to the sides that are coming straight towards you. If you have a flat board, it will come towards you a lot easier as in a normal shape board. But I'm going to do it nonetheless. A very sketchy version. Now, one of the difficult things I found with this trick at the beginning is basically when you do it, you need to really lean all your weight. So you're going to put most of your weight onto the back truck, and you're going to pull yourself back with the front truck. Once you get to the top is when you throw it down and do like this motion. You go, because you've got to split your legs so the ball can go through, and then you land just like that. Again, it's going to take a lot of practice, but once you get there, it's going to be easier with tighter trucks as well, because I keep leaning all over the place on my back truck. But just lean all the way back, and you should land it just like that. Nice. So next, we've got the Primo flip. Again, another freestyle variation. This one is actually one of the first flip tricks I ever learned, and is a great party trick if you want to impress people that don't really skate, and also people that do, to be honest, because people that don't do the trick don't realize how easy it actually is. Obviously, what you're going to do is, I'm going to teach you how to get into Primo first, but that's not what we're going to focus on. If you come here, babes, look at my feet. You're going to have one foot just hovering over the wheel, where the wheel is, so like here, and your back foot you're going to have to the side like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to push down on this foot, and as you do, you're going to step onto the wheel on its side, so in slow motion it will go like this. And then as you do that, you put the same foot onto there as it goes up, and it will look just like this when you can get it right. And then you can walk around like this. Don't walk around like this too often though, because you can mess up your bolts. And then if you want to get down safe, just kick your heels out. But that's not what we're doing. We're doing the flip out. So where your feet go is the most important part. So your back foot, you're going to put about halfway between the tip of your tail and your wheel. So you're going to kick down and that way. And what you'll do is you'll do a varial flip out of the board. It's honestly, you just got to get on it and try it because there's no build-up steps to this one. Just get on there and try it and see if you can get it round. It works way easier than you might think. A sketchy version for you right there, but honestly, it's just practice, practice, practice. This is one of them ones that you're gonna land it once in like 30 tries, and then you're gonna practice it a bit more, get it 1 in 10, 1 in 5, and eventually you'll have it 1 out of every few tries. It's not gonna be a super consistent trick, and it is a lot easier on concrete, but we're on wood right now because of the rain outside, so I'm gonna get you a nice clean one for reference. There you go, that's all right there. Don't be afraid to tic-tac out to adjust yourself, but in the end, you should get one like that, and you'll be talking at the local skate park with your new Rodney Mullen freestyle maneuvers. Next one is probably one of the easiest, if not the easiest one on the list, and that is a finger flip. For this one, you just want to stand still. You're going to want the tail on the ground for this one because it's how the trick works. You can slide into it like that, but if you do that, you're going to raise the tail of your board unless you've got like a tail guard on to stop it from raising the tailing, but I'd recommend practicing it stood still and do this one sparingly because like I said, you can mess up the tail of your board, but it's still a cool flip trick to have. And if you've got an old beaten up board, who cares about how the tail looks? Just get to it, you know? So we're gonna go with this. Gonna take 1 foot off, preferably keep your back foot on the tail, hold the nose of the board on the side furthest away from you. So in between the wheel and the nose, grab it like that. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna jump and at the same time, just throw the board round. You can practice it just like this to get used to the flip. Just hold the board with 1 foot on the tail, throw it round, throw it round, throw it round. Just as simple as that. And once you feel confident with that, try and land it with 1 foot and then step the other foot on. Again, this is just all about practice. To get in the technique of throwing it is just literally watch my wrist, just pull it towards you and flip it down like that. So it goes like, you pull it towards you and throw it down. Super easy to do once you get used to it, super consistent as well. And then once you've got that nice, you're gonna put that foot in the air and jump at the same time. And it should be nice and easy like that. One of the easiest flip tricks there is. You can be standing on the board with your mates, throw the tail down, grab the nose, and all of a sudden, you've done a finger flip. On to the last one. All right, the final one is probably the most difficult one, and this is the bubble flip. Now, this one is definitely 1,000 times easier stood still, and that's gonna be how I'm gonna teach it to you today. And then once you've got it on lock stood still is when you can start doing it moving, mainly because the foot position you have to ride in is quite hard to balance in. So you want to have the front foot just before the front 2 bolts here, so about here. Your back foot, in fact, we're gonna have to switch the board around because we've got no grip tape here and that's where our back foot's gonna go. So swing the board around, have your foot like this, have your back foot right here on the concave, and then what you do is you pull it backwards and you flip it like that, but you also bring it over. So this is gonna be a very hard one for me to show you incrementally because it all has to happen so quickly to make it work. But the way you can practice it is just do the shove it version, which I have a full tutorial on the channel. So if you wanna watch the bubble shove it, let me know. I've got a bubble flip tutorial coming soon. This is just a quick TLDR. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull it towards us and then push it round that way. So just like that. So for this one, you have to do the same, but you're gonna have to pull it up as you go around to make it flip. Like I said, it's quite hard to talk about and show incrementally, but we're gonna do it right here. Just like that. As you can see, it all happens very fast. I'm gonna overlay some slow-mo so you can see what it is all in one. But when you've got it, and it will take a lot of practice, this one, and I mean a lot of practice, you'll probably be spending like a good week or so on this one at least. But if you practice it a little bit in each session, you should get it in no time. There you go, just like that. Let me know your favorite one in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.